Good morning. It's that second cup of tea moment. Here's what I'd like to share with you today. I've been thinking about the values and sometimes the value judgments that we carry with us as singing teachers and how important it is for us to be aware of them. Let me give you an example. This is many, many years ago. I was leading a training course in which I did a demonstration of a high C in a very quiet voice. So you might say it was a rather lovely pianissimo top C. Naturally, I was quite proud of this. It was one of the skills that I had in those days. And after I'd demonstrated it, almost before I'd finished singing the note actually, somebody said, "Oh, but that's not proper singing." And I said, "Well, what do you mean?" "That's your baby voice. I need to hear you do it properly." "Oh, okay." So let's just unpack that. This person probably was thinking of how should a high C be sung in Mozart or Verdi with an orchestra in front of you, or at least with piano accompaniment in a concert hall, and what would be the appropriate sound quality and approach to that note. Actually, I was in quite a big room without a microphone, and apparently it could still be heard, but still wasn't acceptable. And I genuinely think that this was a response and not somebody casting shade. And what that tells us is that that person is coming from very much classical values. And in a way, there's nothing wrong with this, so long as we know. As humans, it's natural for us to make maps of the world. It's how we make sense of the world. It's how we filter the multiple information that comes to us. And Lord knows the amount of information we get these days due to AI and the interweb is far more than it was 40 years ago when I started teaching singing. But if we can know where we're coming from, that allows us, first of all, to have far better dialogues with people who come from a different background. For example, someone who comes from more of a CCM background and perhaps is an excellent singer and is going to be an excellent performance coach, but doesn't really read music. And this can happen. Is that person a bad musician? Is that person not appropriate to be a teacher? I don't think so. In fact, I think first person can learn a lot from second person and vice versa. So if you want to allow your students agency, and if you want meaningful dialogue with teachers of all types so that you can learn and grow, which is what we're all about at VP, if you haven't worked that out already, then sometimes take a moment to think about, oh, why did I say that? Why do I think that? I leave that thought with you.